What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dapper here. Today we're going to be going over a video about Trove. We're going to talk about Bomber Royale. So this is going to be a Bomber Royale tutorial. I'm going to break down everything you need to know about Bomber Royale. I'm going to try to improve your performance and just give you some basic tips and stuff that you really should know. Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about the settings you should use while you're in Bomber Royale, what character you should use, also like the damage of each type of bomb and how to use each bomb. We're going to talk about the total health of characters and how to kill them as fast as you can. We're also going to talk about what power-ups you should prioritize. We're going to talk about the rotation of power-ups that you should get. Advanced throwing techniques, so how you can actually get someone and throwing the bombs, a little bit more skilled. And then also in-game strategies. So we're going to show you how to survive in the in-game, how to get those wins when you have 2 or 3 people left. Alright, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, first thing we're going to talk about are your settings. So what settings I recommend when you go into Bomber Royale is going to be to change your field of view. So you want your field of view to be 100. So the command for that is /FOV space 100. Now, once you have your field of view at 100, you're able to see the entire arena, and you're able to, see when things are coming at you. Also, I recommend using headphones so you can hear when sticky bombs are near you, and without hearing where they're at or anything, or when they're going to explode, you can easily get caught up with a sticky bomb. The next thing I'm going to recommend is to go to your settings and to turn up your sensitivity. So I play on a pretty high sensitivity, as you can see here. It's not the highest, but you want it to be pretty high so you can turn around and see quickly and look where people are in the battlefield. The next tip is going to be to use a character that you like the dodge animation on. All characters are pretty much the same in there, but I use the Neon Ninja, for example, because I like the dodge of the Neon Ninja. I can predict it, and I can platform with it pretty easily and land on stuff. Some people like to use other different characters, but for me, I like the Neon Ninja. Now we're going to talk about a very important part. We're going to talk about each type of bomb, how much damage they do, how many bombs it's going to take to kill someone, and then a little bit of tips on where and how you should use these bombs. So the first bomb we're going to talk about is the rubber bombs. The rubber bombs are the regular bombs that you use for R2 on the PS4, and I think it's same thing for the Xbox. I don't know the button on the PC, but anyways, the main bomb that you're going to be using. So for this bomb, what you're going to want to do is you can shoot it about 3 to 5 blocks away. So as you can see, about this far away is where you can hit someone. So from here to the blue block. So you want to aim your reticle about right here whenever you're aiming for this bomb. And it'll bounce and land about right here and hit that bomb, okay? Or hit that area where the target should be, and that's about how far away you should be when you can throw and hit someone at the closest. So if you're any closer than this, they cannot hit you with a rubber bomb, alright? Unless you get hit by a corner shot. I'll explain that later on in the advanced throwing techniques. But the rubber bombs blow up after they bounce the second time. So they're going to bounce one time, and then the second time they bounce, they're going to explode no matter what. So we're going to talk about that in the advanced throwing techniques later in the video. So this rubber bomb does 7,500 damage, and it takes about 4.6 bombs to kill someone. So you're going to have to throw 5 bombs to kill someone with a rubber bomb if they're at full health. Now, characters have 35,000 health if they're at full health, and they can grab a heal, so that's going to change up the things a little bit. But if you can burst damage people down from 35 to 0, then you can kill them without them having to use their heal. Alright, the next bomb we're going to talk about is the sticky bomb. The sticky bomb is a big bomb that you can throw, and it detonates after about 3 to 5 seconds. Now, a lot of people use this bomb, and they throw the bomb right at the target, and that is not the way you should use the bomb, because you have 3 to 5 seconds to move out of the way. So if you do the sticky bomb right at this blue target right here, then you'd be using it wrong, because they'd be running away and you don't know which direction they're going to run. So they can run left, they can run right, they can run towards you. The way I recommend using the sticky bombs is to use them as a zone bomb. So like to make them go where you want them to go. So that's why I set up this blue wall in the back. So if I threw a sticky bomb at this blue wall in the back, this guy, if he was standing here on this block, he wouldn't be able to run backwards to try to get away from the bomb because he would get hit by the sticky bomb. In other words, he's zoned out. He can't come any further back, so he has to come towards me, which makes me a lot easier to be able to get close to him and actually hit him. So, very important to do that. It helps a lot. Alright, so that's going to be how you're going to use the sticky bomb. The sticky bomb does 12,000 damage. It takes about 2.9 bombs to kill it, so you have to throw 3 of these sticky bombs if you're going to only use sticky bombs to kill. Alright? So that's another big thing. So you can use these in combination. So you can use a big bomb and then throw 3 regular bombs and pretty much get a kill off of that. That's what I kind of recommend doing, is try to bait them into jumping into your sticky bomb. The next bomb we're going to talk about is the jump bomb. So a lot of people, so what this does is when you use it, it makes you jump super high up in the air, probably about 30 blocks. Once you're that high up in the air, let's get away from these noobs. So once you're that high up in the air, you're able to either use your grappling hook to get away, or you can pretty much use it to escape a sticky bomb. So if someone throws a sticky bomb at you and you have nowhere to go, you can use that jump bomb to get away from it. That's what I recommend using it for. Also, if you fall off the the map, you use this jump bomb to help get back on the map. So that's why I recommend saving your jump bomb. This bomb does 5,000 damage, and so it'll take you 6 of these jumps to kill someone from full health. So it's going to take a while if you try to kill them from full health. These jump bombs also, a lot of people use them, like if this was the target right here, this grass, people just run up to you and then use the jump bomb. So if I see you doing that, I know you're really not that good of a player, and I know that you've already wasted your jump, so I can use the sticky bomb and be more likely to hit you, and all this other stuff. What I like to use the jump bomb as is a finisher. So when they're really low health and they just have a slither, and you know that 5,000 damage is going to kill them, that's when I use my jump bomb. So, the jump bomb is very important as far as that is concerned. Also, you could use the grappling hook to close the distance in on someone, and then use the jump bomb as a finisher. So if someone's like sitting up top on top of a block or anything like that, they think they're safe with low health, you just grapple up to them, and right when you get up there, use your jump bomb and finish them off. Alright, now we're going to talk about, so we kind of went over the base of what the bombs do, how much damage they do, how many it takes to kill them. Now we're going to go over what power-ups should you prioritize. Out of all the power-ups in the entire thing, you should definitely prioritize the heal. You shouldn't be getting into any combat fights unless you have a heal in your inventory. If you don't have a heal, more than likely you're going to die, especially if you go up against someone that's any good. That being said, you have 35,000 health, and the heal heals you up, I think, like 20,000 or more. So you effectively have over 55,000 health if you use it correctly. Now, you can only hold one heal at a time, alright? So when you go pick up a heal and you have less than half health, or you have half health or anything, make sure to use your heal before you pick up another one. Just so you can maximize and make sure that you're at full health at all the time. So if you pick up a heal and you already have one, you're not going to get 2. The next bombs power-ups I recommend prioritizing are the rubber bombs. So the rubber bombs, it's a cooldown, right? So you can actually throw more bombs before you run out of energy. Well, if you can throw more bombs, you have more room for error. So you can throw left, right, and behind them, and one of those bombs is going to hit them. Now, there's a side caveat to this. You need to have a sticky bomb, a jump bomb, and a heal before you really want to prioritize getting these rubber bombs, okay? Because if you don't have a jump, you can't get away from anything. If you don't have the sticky bomb, you're limiting yourself from zoning people out. So try to get those people, get those power-ups, and then try to focus on the rubber bombs, and then you'll have a lot more success. How I win most of my games is I get a lot more power-ups than all of my opponents, which means at the end of the game, I'm significantly more powerful than my opponents, and I have a better chance of winning. So if we're at equal skill and I have more power-ups, I should win. If they're better than me and I have more power-ups, then I still have an advantage on them. But if they're worse than me and I have more power-ups, I'm definitely going to win for sure, no doubt about it. Alright, the next thing we're going to talk about is find a power-up rotation you like to maximize your power-ups. So, power-ups all have the same amount of cooldown time. That means if you get one power-up after another power-up after another power-up after another power-up, they will spawn in that exact same order. So in other words, you can control the spawns on the power-ups you get if you know when they're going to spawn. So if I get a sticky bomb and I know there's a jump bomb 20 blocks to the left and there's a heal 40 blocks to the right, I can get this. Once the sticky bomb spawns, I know that the heal's going to spawn and then the jump bomb's going to spawn and then the heal's going to spawn right after that. So I know where to go before anyone else does. Very important because you can get more powerful to get that in-game power-ups to be able to beat your opponents. So we'll talk about in-game strategies and advanced throwing techniques when we get into a Bomber Royale game. So I'm just going to hop into a game real quick. I'll probably edit the video at this point to show you like the best points and where you can actually, use these techniques. But I'll try to get through it just first thing right now as just one solid game playthrough, okay? So we're in a game, right? I'm going to do FOV 100 so I can get the field of view up. For this map, I like to do a rotation. I'll show you the rotation I take, so just pay attention. If you like this rotation, feel free to use it in your battles, okay? So a lot of people use their grappling hook in the beginning, which is very good on certain maps. On this one, I actually like to use it because it gets you out of the ring before anyone else can get there, and it helps a little bit. But for other maps, like there are maps where I just jump in the corner, and when I jump in the corner, I'm able to get up and then use my grappling hook when I get down to get more power-ups. So that's also going to be a thing. So hopefully we get one more player in here. Alright, we're good. So we're going to play one full game, and then I'll probably break it down into sections on everything else you can do. But I'll explain what I'm doing and why the entire game, okay? So we're going into the corner with the grappling hook. And I like to jump right here in the middle and grab this jump bomb. And then grab a heal. So I'm grabbing a heal. Also, if you hold the square button or whatever the pickup button is, you can pick up items through walls. So if you noticed, I picked up the sticky bomb and the rubber bomb in the corners there by holding square and picking it up through the walls. So everyone got these power-ups before me, which is fine. But I usually go through here and there's rubber bombs here. But I'm also able to pick up those bombs on the bottom. If you want, you can try to go for the weakest health character to try to get your first blood. And first blood gives you an extra coin. So we're gonna take this guy out, get my first blood. So now that I got first blood and I noticed this spawn, I'm gonna go grab to get the heal. Okay, so he grabbed it, that's fine. But I know that these are gonna spawn in this order. I'm not gonna focus on getting any more kills because I really don't need kills. I really just need to win. So I got my 1 coin from getting the first kill, and now I just need to win. Right? So we're gonna grab these heals down here just to make sure no one gets them. Because if they don't have a heal, then they can't heal themselves, and I can kill them easier. That's more of an advanced thing. Since we have some time and I'm sitting right here, I can show you kind of how bombs work. So when I'm throwing them, see how that big radius is? But if you throw them at a corner here, it'll blow up immediately because it bounced off 2 things, alright? So that's kind of what I mean by that, by throwing those. And also you'll see me, if I'm fighting someone, I'll sometimes turn around, so if they're on this platform, I won't just try to back up and throw it at them. I'll jump over here, turn around, and try to do something like that, okay? So that's kind of how you hit the corners and do that stuff. There is one more advanced technique I could show you while I'm in this battle. So we'll go up top real quick. Alright, so we got a couple bombs here. So you see people down there, right? And you would think just throw bombs at them, right? That is one way, but also you can throw a bomb directly under you, and the second bounce will be when it lands and it'll explode immediately. So you can get people off guard that way. This is much harder to do, but you can definitely get some damage off and do stuff like that when they can't see you. So it makes it a little easier to hit the bombs if you get good at it, right? Yeah, they're blowing up immediately. So that guy down there is getting ready to take some damage. And I'm sitting up here pretty safely. I don't recommend sitting up and camping like this in many of your battles, because if a good person sees you doing this, they're going to come up there and attack you. Also, if you're sitting here standing still, you're not getting any better at the game. Alright, so you want to get as good as you can. If you're already capped out on your skill, that makes sense. But so for the jump bomb, or for the sticky bomb, I threw it behind him right there, right? Unfortunately, there's not many people that are very good at this, so it takes forever for the game sometimes to end, because they can't hit the bombs for shit. Like, there'll be 7 people in this match for a long time, just because there's no one really good enough to get anything. Alright, so I'm waiting on a heal real quick, just because I don't have a heal, so I don't want to get in any battles. See that heal down there? I can hold square and pick it up from a distance. So you can also do that when it's in lava or anything else. So let's go ahead and try to finish up this game real quick and kill as many people as possible. Just because I know that these guys probably aren't that good. They may be okay. See how I turned around right there and got him by throwing it in the corner twice right there? But he was not expecting that at all. I mean, that's just guaranteed. Also, when you get a kill, the person always drops a heal. And that heal heals you immediately, and you can't pick it up like a power-up. So this guy used his heal, so I know he doesn't have one. I should probably go attack him, and just to finish him off. So he's hiding, he thinks he's safe, but if you throw a bomb, it does damage through walls. So, I mean, there's no real safe place, alright? He's not a bad player. It looks like he's actually throwing him pretty decently. He yanked that heal from me, so that's not good for me. So now I'm running around with no heal. So I need to prioritize grabbing one as soon as possible, or I'm gonna die. Now there are some advanced techniques to surviving in the end game. One of the advanced techniques is when all the blocks go away, you can still jump inside of the lava. And if you have a heal, you can survive longer than anyone else. But it looks like I'm going to win just from people falling to their death. So there's one victory. You know, I got my 4 coins. So I got my first block and got everything else. Alright. Not half bad, huh? So I think that's actually going to do it for the video. I think I actually got all the clips I needed just in that one match. So remember to throw the bombs at the corners to help get the bombs to explode. Use your jump bomb to finish, like I did to that very first guy. Also, use the sticky bomb to zone people out. I will talk about a couple more in-game strategies. So one of the best in-game strategies is to save your jump bomb. So when you're, say everything fell and everyone's falling at the same speed, if you save your jump bomb, you can use your jump bomb at the very end, right before everyone dies, and you'll be the last one to stay alive. Also, like I said, use the lava. You can jump inside of the lava, and then make sure that you don't kill yourself, but you can stay up higher than anyone else, and they'll fall to their death and you'll win. Also, a lot of people use their sticky bombs just to throw it directly straight at people in the end game. That's pretty good if they're standing on one block. If they're not standing on one block, you want to use your rubber bombs and throw the sticky bomb where you think they're going to go. So throw the stick bomb where you think they're going to go, and then throw the rubber bombs at where they're at, and you'll be able to do that damage. They'll have to move away from the rubber bombs, or take the damage from the rubber bombs, or jump straight into your sticky bomb. So that's another thing. Remember, 2 rubber bombs does 3,000 more damage than a sticky bomb. Alright. Well, that's it for the video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you want to comment, tell me if it helped you. Please do that. I read all my comments. I try to reply, and I like to get some good feedback as well. I will leave a link to the Discord in my description. If you guys want to join the Dapper Dub community, we talk about Trove a lot. I play a couple of different other games too. So if you want to join in on a nice community, share what you think, ask for help. That's the place to go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Without anything else to say, have a good day. Adios.